I picked up a lot of my mother's bad habits. Manipulation, lying, dysfunction with food and money, specifically. The difference being, I didn't use them to harm other people, I used them to harm myself. Obviously, I didn't realize that at the time. Navigating an environment as a child that is abusive, navigating a minefield, you have to be a liar and a manipulator. It's expected of you. You're groomed to be that. So for me, I was the good little girl. Go along to get along, never give my real opinion. If somebody asked me a question, like, what did you eat yesterday? I'd say an apple if I had an orange. Because the truth was never good enough, and the truth was a source of rejection. I'd rather be rejected for something that's not true, because somehow that's not related to me. And with money, I would spend my last dime on a pair of shoes or whatever, something fashion related, because my mother was a massive shopper, rather than paying my bills. I punished myself with food. I had an eating disorder. At one point in time, I was shopping in the children's department because I couldn't fit into grown-up clothing, and I was in my 20s. It's what happens as a result of the abuse. Eventually, if we go to therapy and start to work on ourselves, which is what I did, I realized that I could tell the truth and be loved for who I am. I learned that I was worthy of love. I learned that what happened to me wasn't my fault and that I didn't need to navigate the world through those coping mechanisms anymore, that I could provide my own safety. And more importantly, that I was allowed to show up for myself and take care of myself. So that's when, the money dysfunction stopped. And really, that's only been in the last few years because I didn't realize what I was doing to myself. The food dysfunction stopped many years ago. And now I can stand up and share my feelings. Not right away, though. Sometimes it takes me a little while because when I'm triggered, I shut down. I go quiet. And it takes me a little bit to process my emotions and come back in and share my true emotions with the people that I care about. So I want to also share that just because I don't want people to look at me and think, oh, how'd she get to this place of being all good? Nobody is all good. We are a healing work in progress, and we can't control the triggers because of the fact that trauma lives in our body. But we can come back and correct our reactions, not for someone else so much, but for ourselves. We deserve to do that for ourselves because we are worthy of love and showing up for ourselves.